Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be showing you all how I achieved this brown cut crease, and I am honestly shook. So I pretty much did a full face using BYS Cosmetics. If you haven't heard of this brand, it is a really affordable makeup brand, and it was a brand I first ever used when I started makeup when I was like 10 or 12 years old, and I was just shocked like after using their products again how well they perform. So I'm going to start off by dermaplaning my face. So I'm just using the blade, it's from Lila Beauty. I'll link their Instagram down below. So I feel like this is a perfect way to start your makeup routine. That way your skin is nice, silky and fresh, and the foundation will sit really perfectly on your skin. So if this was the first time using it, I will link my YouTube video down below as well of my first impression of that. So we're now taking the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2 on a Ronya E1 brush, and we're just going to carve out the bottom of the brow and then work that product down to our lash line. So this is going to be our eyeshadow base. So after you have applied that base, we're taking the Ronya F5 brush and we're going to use this to kind of buff that product into our skin. That way our eyeshadows sit nice and seamlessly on top of that eyeshadow base. So now we're using the BYS Noosa palette, and this doesn't have shade names, so I'm just going to point to them for you. It's a perfect palette for day-to-day wear or like softer glam type looks. So we're starting off with this nice light caramelly shade on a blending brush and we're just packing that on the lid and then buffing it out as we go. So this shade is going to work as our transition color, so any other colors that we apply will blend straight into this, and yeah, it'll be nice and seamless. I also swap between the brush we used to pack on the eyeshadow and then a clean blending brush. So now dipping into this rich brown shade, and on the same blending brush that we used to pack on that last shade, we're going to blend that into the sockets of our eyes. We don't want to blend it up too high, so just trying to merge both colors together. So by doing this, we're adding depth, and it also helps with like the seamless blend, if that makes sense. Rather than going in with a dark shade straight away, it's better to kind of like work your colors up. So now going in with this chocolate type shade on a Morphe 506 brush. So this is a tapered, smaller blending brush. We're going to run that through the crease and then take that last shade we used, which was the rich brown, and blend that out. So I keep going in with the last two shades back and forth until I'm happy with the depth and intensity. But yeah, it's super easy. So the way I look at it is I apply the lightest shade, medium shade, darkest shade, and just keep working my way up. And keep in mind, you don't want to take the darkest shade further than your socket. You want to make sure it's right in the socket of your eye. So we're now cutting the crease. So with this, I'm pretty sure I used the P. Louise base. You can use any like type of concealer or anything, just whatever you have in your kit or makeup bag or whatever. So you're just going to start off from the inner corner and work your way out. As you can see, I'm using kind of like patting motions. Also, you can use any type of like concealer, flat concealer brush, just whatever suits you. I know makeup can be expensive as it is, so try to utilize what you already have in your kit. So when it comes to cutting the crease, I definitely recommend you starting smaller and working your way up rather than going too big too quickly. Just take your time, do it, take a step back, reassess your face and make sure you're going in the right direction. So yeah, I feel like cutting the crease can be very daunting, but it's honestly not that hard as long as you are taking your time. So once you have cut the crease, we're going to diffuse the outer edge. So as you can see, I'm kind of like blending it back into itself, wiping off the excess product and like really like patting it down. That way there's no harsh lines on the edge of that crease. So this step is super easy. We're just setting that cut crease into place by using that pure white shade from the palette. After you've done that, we want to blend out the outer edge of the cut crease. So taking that lighter shade that we first used on that Morphe 506 brush and kind of just blending that out. That way there's no harsh lines and everything is smooth flowing. As you can see, this is what it should look like by now. So now we're going in with the BYS Sport Fix liquid eyelining pen. As you can see, this is a felt tip pen. It's honestly incredible. I was so shocked with the way it performed. As I said before, everything actually knocked me off my chair. I was so shocked, especially because all of this stuff is super affordable. So I definitely recommend, if you're starting with makeup, check out BYS because their products are amazing. So yeah, we're starting off with the inner corner of our eye, and you're just going to line from the inner corner to the outer corner. This bit is super easy, and then we're going to do a wing as well. As you can see, our lash line is all lined now. So for the wing, you're going to kind of flick out from the outer edge of your eye. So this is going to be the lower part of your wing. So just as simple as that. And then from a quarter of the way of your eye, you're going to connect a line to that as well. And there you have it, a wing. So now I'm going to do the other eye off camera. So our second eye is now all done. So we're now going to apply lashes. So these are just from Hajar MUA. So she was kind enough to send these out to me, and they're in the style Nano. So once our mascara and lash glue has dried down, we're going to apply them. So all I do is sit them on my natural lashes, make sure they're in the right place, and then I just press them down. So as you can see, what a difference a lash can make. It definitely is the icing to the cake. So we're now going in to color correcting. So we're using green to reduce redness. As you can see, my face is nice and red, so this is going to block out any redness that we may have. Just applying this under my eyes and then to the sides of my nose, and then blending that out with my Melissa Sassine Blend and Set sponge. So after we've cancelled out any of that redness, we're going in with the yellow shade. So this is just going to brighten. So just popping that under my eyes and once again blending that out. And it's now time for foundation. So this is the full coverage foundation, and I've probably said this 1,000 times in this video, but I was actually shook. So this is so full coverage, and I'm not even joking, it performs better than some of my $60, $70 foundations. So yeah, if you're after a new affordable foundation, definitely check this out. As you can see, later on in the video, once the base is all done, it is honestly amazing. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't already, because I'm going to be using this from now on. Anyway, enough rambling. So I'm in the shade medium beige, and I'm just using a damp sponge. This is the Melissa Sassine one. As you can see, it's just working its magic, and I just love this foundation. Enough said, I just love it. And time for concealer. So this is the BYS Camouflage Concealer in medium beige again, and we're just popping that under our eyes just to add some extra coverage, and I feel like it lightens the under eyes. I don't know, I just really loved the way this looked. Yeah, don't mind my facial expressions, and we're just blending that out. So we're now going in with the BYS Full Coverage Press Powder, and I'm taking the shade Light Beige, and we're just popping that under my eyes, to the center of my forehead, down my nose, to my cupid's bow, and to my chin. So I like using a lighter shade for these areas, as I feel like it brightens them. And then we're going to go in with medium beige, which is the darker shade, and we're just going to set the rest of the face with this one. So unfortunately I didn't have a BYS bronzer to try out, but any bronzer in your kit will do, and I'm sure BYS have amazing bronzers as well, because everything has been so good so far. So I'm just popping this on my cheekbones, to my nose, to my temples, and to the outer edge of my forehead, and of course my jawline. And now going in with some blush just to bring life back to my face, you know, to bring back more dimension. So again, I don't have a BYS blush to try out, but any blush will do, whatever you have in your kit, just to bring some color back to our faces. And I'm just popping that on my apples of my cheeks and then a little bit everywhere, as you can see. So now we're taking the BYS Diamond Highlighter in the shade Energy, and as you can see, this is absolutely beautiful. It's definitely popping. I'm taking that to the tops of my cheekbones and down the sides of my forehead, down my nose, and to my cupid's bow. So this highlighter is amazing, but it might be a bit light for some people. I am fake tanned and it's a little bit light, but I feel like in photos and videos it's going to look stunning, and it's so pigmented. I definitely cannot complain, especially for the price. So we're now going in with brows. So I'm using my Pony Cosmetics brow brush just with my Anastasia Brow Duo in soft brown. So just running that through my brows. If you've watched any of my other videos, you guys know my brows are tattooed, so it's super easy for me, but I just try to bring back the color of them. I start from the bottom and work my way up. Also, BYS had this brow trio thing. I'll try and find it online and pop a little photo on the screen, and I was obsessed with it. So yeah, if you're after like an affordable dupe or something, I'll definitely have that on the screen and you guys can check that out for yourselves. So after brows, we're now going to do our under eyes. So this brush is just from e.l.f. So it's a smudge brush, and we're just taking that lightest shade under our eyes and then blending it out, and then doing the same thing with the other two shades. So start from lightest and work your way to darkest just to add depth. So now for our inner corner highlights, we're going to dip back into our highlighter in the shade Energy, and we're just going to pop that on our inner corners. As you can see, this is honestly a perfect highlight. It's so pigmented, it's just really pretty. And then once you've done that, I like to use my finger to like blend it in a little bit better. After you do that, I'm just adding some highlight to my brow bones as well. So now it's time for lips. So I'm going in with the Morphe Toasty Lip Liner. So this is a nice dark brown shade, and I'm just going to line the lips. So once we've finished that shade, we're going to go in with the Sweet Tea Liner and use that to blend out this shade. So once our lip liners are nice and blended together, we're going to go in with the BYS Glow Glass Lip Gloss in Crystal Glass. And I really love the doe foot applicator they've done for this. It's really big, so I feel like it applies super nicely. These lip glosses aren't sticky, which is amazing, and they leave your lips looking nice and juicy. They also smell super nice as well. So guys, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this super easy, super affordable brown cut crease makeup tutorial for the millionth time. I'm not just saying it, but these products are absolutely amazing. If you're after something super affordable that works, definitely check out BYS Cosmetics. They were kind enough to send them out to me, so this isn't sponsored or anything, but I truly think they're amazing, especially for people starting out or people wanting to add a few products here and there to their makeup kit. It just goes to show that you don't need to spend an arm and a leg to get quality makeup. I was wearing it for probably like 5 hours and it definitely held up. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell, that way you guys get notified every time I upload. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!